What is up, gang? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Scott Davies and I love to review electric skateboards. Today we are looking at the Ace Deck Stella Mini, but I disagree with that name and I'm gonna tell you why. So let's jump straight into the video and I'm going to tell you why straight away. I kind of disagree with the name Stella Mini or the Stella S1 Mini. This isn't really a mini board as you would traditionally think of it. Oh, lots of rocks here. It's just under 33 inches long, 33.2 something. It's about 12 inches wide and it is a really comfortable, beautifully designed deck. This would have to be my favorite deck I have ridden in a really long time. I'm trying to be really careful how I say deck this morning. Now, my nickname for this board is gonna be the Ace Deck Batwing. Why? Look at that tail. That tail just screams Batarang or the Batwing or the Batmobile. So we'll call it the Mini or the Midi, but in my heart, it's gonna be the Batwing. So let's move on to the review. Let's talk about its specs. Let's talk about its features. I got a couple of little improvements I'd love to see Ace Deck incorporate into maybe the Batch 2 or just to go out and do as soon as possible. Not game changing, not decision making, but would make the board even better. Now the board weighs 9.5 kilos. It's got a real retro feel to it. Looks very 80s inspired, very Pal Peralta, that sort of thing. The wheels are 90 millimeters with a contact patch of 62 millimeters. Really nice, really stable. Just very nondescript, very plain. Now the trucks are 7 inches, they are RKP or reverse kingpin, and the base plate is 45 degrees. It's a very common angle to have, especially for mini boards, and it does do a really nice job. It's fun to carve with, still very stable. Absolutely no complaints here for this particular truck setup. They are forged, and they just look really similar, if not the same, as the original Stella. Hope you can hear me, it's super loud. We're currently going over the Gateway Bridge. Woo! Oh man, that's 40 kilometers per hour uphill on half battery. These minis are getting crazy. Look at this view. That's the brown snake, as they call it, the Brisbane River. So I want to show you the acceleration on the Stella Mini because this is definitely one of its big selling points. It's rocking a 50 amp ESC. Their customized one, the one they have running all of their boards. 50 amps, and it's using the Samsung 40T cells. So the get up and go is very impressive for a mini board. Dare to say, one of the most powerful production mini boards I think so far on the market. Now, we're at probably just over half battery, so bear with me while we do this. 3, 2, 1. Oh, lean into that. Oh man, she gets up. Lit off there because of the crack. That's 40 already. Very good power for a mini board. Now the deck shape, I didn't talk about that at the beginning. The deck shape is insanely nice. It's tubbed in all the right places. My foot has lovely heel-toe contact. The rear foot sits up on the wing, just above the trucks. You can slide it backwards when you need to. It's really strong, no flex in that tail. I always say you do not want flex in a short board or a mid board kicktail. This deck is just, in my eyes, and I don't say this very often, the deck is perfection. Okay, so looking under the board, you've got this really nice split enclosure. Front half battery, rear half ESC. Really just, again, nicely made. Like, I keep going on about it, but their stuff is just top notch. It's understated, it's simple, but it works so nicely. Would this be nicer if it was just a single piece? Yeah, I think it would be, specifically or especially for the guys who want to do a deck swap, but I don't think you're gonna wanna swap this deck, in my opinion. This is one hell of a nice skateboard deck. Look at that tail. It is so reminiscent of like the 80s and 90s. That bat wing, that tail there, coming down here with this tub for your feet, and then your snub nose or your shark nose or whatever you want to call it. Got that tiny little lip on there as well. It locks your foot in, just really nice. And the grip tape is really coarse, really nice and coarse and grippy. Okay, so I have to make a little confession. When I started this video, I didn't know how much the board was. I just looked at it. It's insane. $699 before discount for a 13S 2P 40T shortboard with a 50 amp ESC. Carving into the sunshine is a lovely feeling. All right, wooden bridge, mini boards, don't mix. All right, but that is the end of the first look at the Stella Mini. I'm gonna call it the Midi / Batwing. So much to like about the board. Awesome battery, awesome ESC, awesome deck, great truck setup. Just at a really good quality electric shortboard at $699. I did mention at the beginning there was a couple of things, a couple of suggestions for the board, and they are very minor. They do not affect the rideability at all. The first one, it needs a tail puck. Something on the back there, underneath. So when you pick it up, when you kick it up with your foot, it doesn't damage the tail. I know that's not a big deal, but it would be really nice to see. The other one is a nose protector. Same thing, you bend down to pick it up, the nose hits the ground. A really nice little plastic protector on the front there would again add longevity to the board. Keep it looking nice, keep it looking fresh. That's really it. Great remote, great power, great speed, great hill climb, very comfortable. Good, looks good. Not much more to say. That is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Any comments or questions, chuck them down below. And of course, as always, don't forget, skate safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you on the next video. Yo! Hardy.